Hey, Scrappy people! Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with a layout using the Citrus Twist Kits Retro Collection. And today I'm going to be scrapbooking a layout of our Nashville trip this summer. And for some reason, I keep using a lot of Citrus Twist kits for Nashville. I think it's because of the fun retro vibe. And this is an actually retro themed collection, so it just seemed to work really well. So I have this photo that I printed at 5x3 because it's kind of like a tall photo to catch that mural or that light up sign behind us that says "Let them eat cake." And so I don't have a lot of room to work with horizontally or vertically, and you can see that I'm starting with the Traveler's Notebook size papers because I really want to keep my composition in the sort of narrow Traveler's Notebook size rather than add in that extra 3/4 of an inch and span that gap a little bit. So I just really wanted to emphasize the verticalness, the verticality of this photo by keeping the Traveler's Notebook size pretty much legit. So I am layering ephemera in front of and behind this photo to sort of frame it. I want to make sure that I get a nice broad color range. First of all, because I have two different opposing color families on these two background papers that I chose that I need to bring together. So I need to bring in some of that orange and yellow to the left-hand side, and then I'm going to bring some of that teal over to the right-hand side so that all the colors are drawn together and work across the page beautifully. So this is kind of where I'm starting here. This is kind of all that I really pre-planned. So now we're going to fly by the seat of our pants. I actually really love the way that this page came out. It definitely feels a lot different the way that it came out than the way that I planned. So that's always kind of fun. I'm going to pull out this Kindred Spirit. It is my bestie after all. Looking through all of the chipboard and the puffy stickers to see anything that calls out to me, anything that says this, fits with the vibe of this page. The Too Hot to Handle is like a double meaning because haha, we're too hot to handle. But also, man, when we were in Nashville, it was so hot. It was like 100 degrees, and I joked that she brought her California weather with her, and it was almost miserable. If we hadn't have been having such a good time, it definitely would have been miserable. Next, I'm going to add in this purple label just for a pop of purple and add a line or two about the photo. I have a lot of journaling for this trip on other pages, so I don't really need to add a ton of journaling, so I'm just basically adding that for the color. I like the way that it grounds out the color scheme. I'm going to look at these word bits, see if there's anything else. So now, I don't know about you, but I struggle a little bit with papers that have like these pre-designed things on them. So the one on the right, I like to call them signature pages. It has an obvious design and it's almost like a giant journal card, right? But for me, when I'm scrapbooking, it's hard for me to just leave it as it is and just let the giant journal card stand on its own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to add to it. So I love these rose gold alphabets that are in the Cocoa Daisy store. They are not part of the retro collection. They are beautiful though, and so I thought that they would complement this page really nicely. So I'm going to add the title Playtime. Of course, I don't know how I'm going to add it. First, I thought I would stand it up and put my letters vertically all the way down to sort of match the vibe of those lines. Didn't work out so well. Then I thought maybe I would curl it around like the journal bit on the card. Nope. So instead what I'm going to do is put them vertically and horizontally down the page. So they're going to be in a horizontal line vertically down the page this way, nicely right along the edge. So it's going to say Playtime, and I really love how that rose gold interacts with the pink in the background. And then I think that I am finally ready to add in my page extender pattern. So I can't find anything in the retro collection that I like to go with these two papers. So I go into my Citrus Twist stash and pull out this herringbone wood grain, and I love how saturated and yellow this wood grain is. I think it matches this page really well. So I'm going to add in a few of these enamel dots. I'm not going to do my 3 fur like I normally do. I'm just going to add one here and there. Sorry, I have it a little bit high. I did add a off camera. I added a chipboard piece at the top that says cheers. You can see that. And I also added in those retro vintage looking sunglasses. I like the way that it brought the yellow up there to that top corner, but also I just thought that they were cute. So I struggled a little bit with finishing this other side of this page, and what I end up doing is I end up adding a circular bit to each one of these little loops, and I really like the way that that came together, but I need to take that detour off the bottom there because I was really struggling trying to anchor that page vertically, so that's why I stuck that detour down there, but I didn't love it. So I'm going to actually reach into my stash again and pull in some chipboard and puffy stickers from other collections because the retro collection didn't have the correct sentiments, enough of the correct sentiments for this page. So I added that smile, and I'm going to add this heart as well. And then I felt like if I'm going to have circles over here, so many of them, then I need to add them to the left hand side as well. So I'm going to add this stay wild. And I'm going to add one more. I think I'm going to add that fun day that's in purple because I thought it would work out well with the color scheme. So I really wanted this circle to be right in the middle of that word bit. And then I'm going to add this one as well. And I need it to sort of go across the page. So you can see it sort of has a horizontal line across the page meeting the other circles on the page. And then I don't know, I think we're almost done here. I like the way that that's coming out. I think it looks good, but I feel like there just needed to be one more thing anchoring over here. I think that that floral, that purple flower was just not, like it was just hanging out and it didn't have a twin, so it just kind of looked random. So I'm adding a little twin one from a different collection to this page, and then I'm going to call it good. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There's a link to Stitcher's Twist Kits in the description box below, and I will see you next time. All right, thank you.